Okay, just go ahead and put your names in the chat that you're here for attendance. Thank you, Patrick. Okay, Aubrey, Lizzie, Ishmael, if you can put your name in the chat for attendance taking, please. Thank you, Ishmael. Thank you, Aubrey. Thank you, Lizzie. All right. Hope y'all enjoyed your extra long weekend since we had the snow day there yesterday. I went in and looked, let me share the screen, and was quite, actually, let's see, you all might be the ones, Patrick, Aubrey, oh, and Latonia. Okay. So Patrick and Aubrey, this doesn't apply to you, but Lizzie and Ishmael, if you can go in right now, I had posted the discussion question Thursday, right when we got out of our Zoom, and I had suggested everybody just go ahead and go get that done right then and there, so you wouldn't have it for Friday or the weekend. So as y'all see, only 3 people did that. But also for those of you who did it, while Lizzie and Ishmael are getting theirs done, I want to go back and again call your attention, and I've been kind of generous with the points on this, that this claim sentence starters, the claim evidence reasoning that your school likes you all to use, and these are good ways for communication to work with, instead of just you know, starting a sentence off, answering it, but without kind of restating a question, because you kind of want people to know what be able to read it, your response, without having known what the prompt is. So I just want to remind you, and again, these are just suggestions. You can start them up, but basically in a nutshell, write incomplete sentences, start off with kind of you know, a declarative, and in broadcasting we call it the lead sentence. So that sentence that's going to grab attention. So a declarative sentence, and then again, we're not necessarily going to use data, but you know, your reasoning, because a lot of these are just the discussion questions are your opinion, and then why you think what you think. So just a friendly reminder to please use these when you're writing your discussion, responding to your discussion questions. And again, the rubric is always there at the top. Thoughtful and engaging. Now, not always will it you necessarily, and I think this last week I said you didn't have to answer someone else's. So on weeks that I don't require that, you're automatically getting those 5 points. So that's like just a gimme. And usually this is easy to get. And then again, just go back and spell check. So make sure you capitalize. This is one I see a lot, that people aren't capitalizing the letter I. If I said, I believe, I'm seeing a lot of lowercase. So just go back, and a reminder to spell check. Make sure you've got your capitalizations right, your periods at the end of the sentences, and all of that. Okay. So secondly, I want to go to also last week, and only 2 people did the, let's see, where are we? Here we go. The weekly reflection. And remember, again, you just answer this, and I'm giving you your 20 out of 20, your 100%. So, you know, so those of you who did not do this, go open this right now. This was posted also last Thursday, but you'll find it under Friday. What did you learn this week that made an impression or was memorable? So just a short answer there. And then if you struggled this week, what were the main obstacles? These are just check boxes. Now, these are to help me. If I don't get responses on these, you know, let's say the majority of students responded, didn't understand the content. That's important for me to know. If I don't get these responses, but people aren't understanding and I'm just breezing ahead, then that's going to make you all feel even further left behind. And again, lack of motivation, lack of interest, technology. So again, all these things help me as we move forward if I know these things. When I'm in class, I listen very carefully. And again, you think, well, how would I use that? Well, if you're not, if you say, I'm not, well, maybe there's some issues that you're struggling with, distractions or something. So again, this gives me room to be able to help you or help you address it. When I'm in class, I participate. Again, you check a box there. And again, that helps me if you're not participating. And I had someone did answer that they didn't, and they said, well, I'm really shy. Okay. That helps me know that. I was, believe it or not, I was super shy when I was in your age in elementary and even high school to a degree. I was starting to get a little bit better, but you know, if you're shy, I get it. I've been there. But if I don't know that, I just might think, gosh, they're not participating. Why aren't they participating? So again, this helps me. When I'm in class, I'm comfortable to speak up and participate. Again, that's good information to know. And then this was something that just kind of struck me last week that I added this week, that a lot of y'all are answering in chat, and I'm not used to, I'm doing so many multitasking with different screens up that if I don't have that chat screen up, I'm not seeing down at the bottom of my thing that things are popping up. I'm trying to get better about keeping the chat screen up. You know, so that kind of struck me last week because there was one day that I kept going, anyone. And then when class was over and I was looking at attendance, I saw that people had indeed been answering me, but just in the chat. So I'm just a little bit curious what that's all about. If you all, again, if it's shyness, if it's, I know some people that don't have a computer with a mic. That's good information for me to know. So again, that just helps me. This is for you and me, because lots of people didn't get that Adobe project done. And I even gave extra time to get it done. You know, I told y'all to leave class and come back and get it done. I'm really wanting you to reflect yourself, to help yourself, because maybe it's a matter of poor time management. So if you really stop and think, not what you think I want to hear, not giving me an excuse, but if you really stop and think, all right, why didn't I get that done? And you're like, well, bad time management. I was playing video games, or I was watching TV, or I had so much other work in my academic classes that I literally just didn't get to it. That helps you, okay? If you sit back and reflect upon your own time management issues and why you didn't get something done, that's going to help you tackle it so you don't miss your upcoming assignments. So again, looking for that, and also again helping me to understand where you are. And then again, if you're someone who you like missed a ton of class that week, which is not y'all, but you know, if someone happened to like miss like 3 out of 4 days, they might be like, missed a lot of class last week, you know, I was sick or what have you. Okay, so I want this done. Hopefully while I've been going over this right then, you had this pulled up and you were answering it. The reason why these are super important to do on Fridays is you might, you know, we had a, 5-day, what would that end up being? 1, 2, 3, 4-day weekend. You might not remember at this point what we did last week. You know, it might be all of a fog. So, you know, these are important to do on Fridays. Well, it's fresh in your mind. You know, even I have to stop like, wait, what did we do last week? It's not going to, the longer you wait. So these are really going to be difficult to make up. Okay. So any questions about getting the reflection done and the discussion done? You know, it's really hard for me to move forward when work isn't getting done, because I don't want to move forward if people are feeling lost and behind. So any questions about the discussion question or the weekly reflection survey. Let's see, I'm pulling up the chat now. Okay, thank you, Aubrey. Good, thank you, Patrick, good. And I might be talking to a captive audience right now. You all are very conscientious. You've shown up, and I see that you all are actually some of the ones that did do these. Again, sorry if you did them and you had to listen through that, but doesn't hurt to have a reminder. And, you know, if you have any friends, now, even if they're not in this class, just, you know, share it with your friends like, hey, guys, you know, teachers are doing their part. Let's do our part, because we're all in this together. And that said, the good news is looking at, I don't know if you all saw the announcement yesterday, but it is looking like, not next week, but it is looking like perhaps the week after next, we might, you all, middle school, not all my high school kids yet, but you all will hopefully get to be back in school. So we will be back, we'll get to be in person, us, for the first time, and really get our broadcast going. So I was hoping that Ahana would be here since she was editing our show, because I wanted to see what the status of that was, if she got all the elements she needed and got the show done. Has anyone by chance been in touch with her or has heard how that show is going? Anyone? Okay. I really wanted to know what that, in case we had any makeup work to do on that. What I want you all to do before tomorrow, and I'm going to post, I'm going to be making a post for under today to look for tomorrow. I want you all to come with, and I'm still debating. I probably will, instead of a discussion, I'll probably do it as another Google form, that way to encourage everyone to come up with their own. But we need to start getting our next broadcast put together. And I think in the interest, because I'd like to get this second one, even though we're remote, I'd like to get one more done remote. So by next Friday, have it done. That might be a little bit of a tight timeline, but maybe we can make a short one. And then we'll do our real one in person when we get back, hopefully the week after next. So I am going to go ahead, especially since we only have the 4 of you here, which thank you very much for coming. Now tomorrow, let me actually go over that. You know, we're expecting bad weather again. Hoping, here's to none of us losing our power. But if we lose power, I will, if I lose power, I'll use my hotspot on my phone so I can at least quickly log in before my phone loses power. And I will post that I don't have power, but I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. It's sounding like we're just going to get snow and not the ice this time. So hopefully none of us will lose power, but otherwise we will have class tomorrow. And again, I'm going to let y'all go here in a second and just look for a Google form that I'm going to kind of help ask guiding questions to help you all plan for your next program. Okay, so with that, any questions? Okay, Aubrey, Lizzie, Ishmael, Patrick, thank you all very, very, very much for coming, especially after a long weekend. And not only did you all come, but you showed up early. So I really appreciate that, and I appreciate your commitment. And then again, if any of y'all were missing one of those, the discussion or the form, go ahead right now while you're logged in and just go knock that out so I can put a grade in and not a 0, okay? All right, thank you so much. You all enjoy the rest of the day while it's sunny, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow, okay? Be careful out there. Bye-bye.